So I'm going to talk about the student-led conference teacher one-pager. And if you are new to Silverado, this video is for you. And if you are not new, but you need a refresher of what is on this teacher one-pager, then just keep watching. So in this first box here is just the teacher and student schedules for the week. Overall, just what that schedule is going to be. I'm not going to click on each of these links, but you can go ahead and pause the video and click on them and look at it before I go to the next box. So this middle box at the top is just a video on how you are going to sign up your parents in Parent Square. And all teachers are required to help their students sign up, and we use Parent Square as the easy way to communicate, and it is a space where you can create time slots for parents and they can go ahead and sign up like they were doing it in person. And this paper copy here was what we used to use for back to school night, but that has passed. So the paper copy is really if you want to write out your schedule once the parents have signed up in Parent Square. So there's 3 options of videos to watch on how to do that. And they are very clear and walk you through it step by step. And then we have our bell schedules for the minimum day, and this is for 4 of the 5 days. We're still working on the Halloween bell schedule. The next row is the planning guide. This whole row is really for students, and it's super important that we are going to give all of our students every copy of every of these documents, and we'll talk more about that in another video. But the planning guide is what we're going to be starting with on Tuesday, September 24th. That's next week. So that's where students will get this copy of the English or Spanish, depending on their needs. And this year we won't be printing paper copies, but they will be able to access the planning guide digitally because you will be assigning it to them digitally. And so this is where it goes over all 6 days that we'll be doing student-led conferences in homeroom. So click on it, look at it, see if that makes sense. And then the next one is the student-led conference slides here in the middle. This is also the big important thing that students get a copy of, as well as an example of a student-led conference. But this has the English and Spanish slides, and this is what they'll be working on day 2 and beyond. And also this is what students will be working on in each content class, because each content teacher is required to help their students complete the slides for that period. And then this has the next box has not only the student scripts, which they get towards the end of the days. I'm not sure if it's day 4 or 5. But also this amazing video on like what a student-led conference might look like. And we might add some more in here as well to help you if you want to play a video for students on what their conference could look like. And then the last row is has a reminder. So if you want to print out a little paper strips of reminders that you could fill in for each student and send it home with them a few weeks before or the week before, that's there for you. This middle box here is for teachers who need to help their students fill out the slides, and this gives you some sentence starters that you can use for your own class. Last year I used this slideshow for science, and I pretty much had full-on sentence starters for the whole entire slide that they were going to complete in science. And then this last box is the teacher timeline, and it has all the dates that are the important dates for student-led conferences. And then this last note, which I'm going to make another video on how to do this, but it's super, super important that all teachers that have an advisory, so all homeroom teachers, will have a homeroom or advisory Google Classroom. And that is so that you can assign a forced copy of all the planning guide, slides, script, and all of that in English and Spanish to every student you have. So I'll make a few videos, so just look out for those on how to do that and how you can schedule your assignment to make sure you're doing it correctly. More on that later.